What's good, homies, and welcome back to the final game, the final bit of pre-season action, I guess, here in the Auckland Nines in the final as we take on the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. We've had a more than decent campaign here in the Nines so far, undefeated going into the final. We dealt with our first bit of adversity in yesterday's game against the St. George Illawarra Dragons. I think we were trailing at half time and we came back to kind of blow them out. Actually, it was nowhere near a blowout. As you can see there, the scores. As we take a look at the Bulldogs' road to the final, they beat the Eels quite comfortably there, and in the second game, they got by the Broncos, beating them 13 points to 6. So it looks like it's been a pretty cruisy final series for the Bulldogs. Alright, so we'll be starting off an attack here. 30 seconds into the game, we go to Aaron Gray. A terrible pass. I was looking for a short inside ball, but our option actually overran it, and that pretty much resulted in the ball floating 20 meters infield to Reynolds. As we look for another inside ball, a beautiful pass to Greg Inglis. He gets an offload away to Angus Crichton, who steps around one defender. We don't have the speed to get away, so we look for a support runner in Damien Cook as we eventually ground the ball in the bonus zone for the opening try of the match. And what a beautiful try that was. As we take another look on the replay here, Goodwin takes it to the line, shows it inside at first and then drops it outside. I thought it was going to go forward for a second, but the pass was good as we finish up here with Damien Cook, who grounds it in the bonus zone. Pretty sure it's Damien Cook. Just a little bit of warning, I might mess up a couple of players' first names, players I'm not too familiar with. If I do, just let me know. For some reason I thought it was Dean Cook, but surely it's not Dean Cook. Anyway, we add the extras and we go up by 7 points. As we jump back into the action, 5 minutes into the match, and it's Angus Crichton going on a little tear on this right edge here as he gets pulled down 25 meters out from our line. We send it to Gray, who drops a little short ball back on the inside to Burgess, who gets wrapped up on the 30. Third tackle, Johnston with ball in hand throws a cutout ball to Gray, who slices through the defense, and I don't know why I tried to pass that. We had an unmarked man on the outside, but for some reason I tried to pass it inside, and then we end up giving a penalty away for a high tackle. As they take the tap, send it out to Brett Morris, and Brett Morris with a bit of footwork, he makes it to the bonus zone for the Bulldogs' first try of the match. As we take a look at what actually happened here off the tap, they take the tap, they pass to Graham, who then passes to Brett Morris, and he just quite simply steps around our defender with ease, and I think he even popped a little goose step there towards the end before he grounded the ball. As Josh Reynolds takes the conversion here, and he ties the game up with the scores locked at 7 apiece, heading into the halftime break. It's been a pretty tight game. We've made a couple of stupid errors, with one of them leading to a try. Other than that, our attack's still looking pretty slick, as it's been throughout the whole tournament. Alright, so we'll be starting things off in the second half with the Bulldogs here on attack. Graham gets pulled down outside their 30 for the first tackle, as they send it to the left to Mbai to Reynolds, and Reynolds is going to make it to the halfway line. Second tackle for the Bulldogs. As they go out the back to Mbai once again, he finds James Graham. He gets wrapped up by a defender, but he pursues for more post-contact meters, and he's finally pulled down 35 meters out from the line. As they float one out to Brett Morris, flirting with the touchline, he actually gets shoveled into touch by Talakai coming off the bench. As we take the tap with Adam Reynolds, we send it flat to Johnston, cutting through the defense as we try and run around Hopoate at the back, initiating a little foot race, but we get rounded up and pulled down 19 meters out from their try line. We still got a couple of tackles to work with here. As we send it to Gray, he links up with Sutton, and Sutton's going to get pulled down pretty much on the same spot. As George Burgess runs onto the ball as if he's going to charge at the line, he goes wide to Farrow, who pops a beautiful little short ball for Bryson Goodwin. It looked like it was going to be an inside ball, but once again we popped it short on the outside. As we take another look on the replay, another beautiful looking try here. Robbie Farrow dummies inside and just lays it up on the chest for Bryson Goodwin, charging onto the ball. He goes through untouched as we score our second try of the game, and it's another slick looking try. Alright, back with Adam Reynolds taking the shot at goal. A crucial kick as we nail the extras, and we're going to go up by 6 points. Back with the Bulldogs in attack here. 3 minutes remaining in the match as they shift it wide to Montoya, steps around a defender, and he's going to get pulled down inside out 40. Nervous times for us here as they approach the striking zone, and they go short to Graham, who finds space around the ruck. He gets pulled down outside out 20. Third tackle, they go wide to Reynolds. Reynolds gets pulled down 15 meters out from the try line. Fourth and last here for the Dogs. As they send it to Mbai, Mbai puts up the bomb. A well-placed kick inside the field of play, and we're going to get driven back into the end goal for a repeat set. That was a huge play by Mbai, getting his team the ball back with a couple of minutes remaining in the match, as we kick a 60-meter dropout. With the wind behind us, of course, they send it to Graham to return, and he's going to get pulled down on our 40. With about a minute and a half remaining in the match, it's going to be Adam Reynolds taking it to the line, and he makes some pretty decent meters as well. Second tackle, they go to Jackson, as he wrestles for a few more meters before getting grounded on our 20. Third tackle, they go back to Reynolds. They almost lose the ball forward as Faitala Mariner breaks the line, gets an offload away, and it's going to be Michael Leisha. He triggers that stupid drop-down animation and scores a bonus zone try with only a few seconds remaining in the game, as Reynolds takes the conversion from right in front, adds the extras, and that's pretty much all she wrote here. Our undefeated run in the Auckland Nines comes to a devastating end. Oh man, what a shot to the gut. Losing like that at the death, it was pretty frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, I couldn't get us that Auckland Nines trophy, but it's onwards and upwards from here as we continue on our journey to bring in a Telstra Premiership back home to Redfern. If you made it this far into the video, hit me up in the comments section with an odd squad over everything, and as always, sure to charge that like button for more Rugby League Live 4 content or more content in general. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you
It's gonna be alright.
later.